Yeah, the
That's
button.
kind of mean.
Actually,
I don't even know who she is.
I know. I was about to say, you don't know who she is. I have no.
But listen,
Snooki is a round little ball of love.
you got to watch out for those. That I do know. So you were asking me about.
I was asking you about. No, I was asking you
about
I just
murder.
got Snooki just like lasered in my brain right now.
Murder and capitalism.
Murder and capitalism. It would seem to be a very overt, explicit critique of business and how it's done.
Well, there's a lot of discussion about it. That doesn't mean that this character embodies all of that stuff, though. I mean, yeah, capitalism is very ruthless, ultimately. It's like you want to crush everybody else, and you want to be the king, and you would rather have a monopoly, and if you make shoes, you want to be the only one who makes shoes, and you want to, destroy all your competitors. I mean, that is capitalism in its most basic form. And it's always underneath there. It's always underneath there. So in that sense, that line is very accurate. Of course, it's not the way the world really works, and it's not the way people work, because everything is much more complex and confused and so on. But so all of those little aphorisms in the movie are really, they're accurate as far as they go, and they're interesting and they're provocative. But this character is sort of beyond capitalism at this point. I mean, for him, it's all become so abstract and disconnected. When he goes out for dinner with his wife, he said, "This is how people talk, right?" And she says, "How would I know?" Because she's just like him. She is also an arch capitalist. You see, she's also a woman who comes.
They're weird kind of doppelgangers of each other.
That's right.
When they get together. I'm only guessing here, but I think we have a scene of them both.
Is this a funny scene or a dark scene?
I'm not characterizing, not guessing. I'm just saying the husband and wife will be in this clip.
Okay.
Recite to me.
Where's your necktie?
Had my checkup. Saw my heart on the screen.
I don't like saying this.
But
You smell of sex.
that's my doctor's appointment you smell.
I smell sex all over you.
It's what? It's hunger you smell. I want to eat lunch. You want to eat lunch. We're people in the world. We need to eat and talk.
So there you see a guy who is observing himself and trying to imagine himself as a human being.
Right.
In society, interacting with people, even though he really can't do it,
Yeah, people eat lunch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, let's give that a whirl.
Exactly right. Well, and that's what's wonderful about the dialogue, and I must say the performances, because it makes it very clear ultimately that he is, by the end of this trip across Manhattan, he is dismantling himself so that he can reassemble himself as a real human being. And part of how he tries to do that, first of all, is to go to this barber and connect with his past, because this barber used to cut his father's hair, cut his hair. He's an old guy, not a very good barber. And we did let him really cut Rob's hair, and that was a lot of fun. The scars are still here, but and that doesn't work, and so he has to do something even more extreme, to, as you say, to make himself feel, to reassemble himself. And we don't want to give away all of that, but I think really
It's a really complicated movie. There's no way that we're going to screw up every plot.
Besides, you will forget all this 10 minutes.
We've got this little sort of universal Men in Black thing on the way out of here where it just scans you. All you remember is that David and Rob were really nice. Nothing else.